Welcome to the class 12 students. This is the continuation part of the chapter human reproduction. In my previous video, I have discussed with you till the histological structure of testes. There I told you the important topics are seminiferous tubules, Sertoli cells, interstitial cells of laid egg. All these things are very important for short answer type questions. So today I will continue with the histological structure of ovary, or we can just say histology of ovary. So let's discuss about the histological structure of ovary. I will show you a picture and discuss about its different parts. Okay. This whole thing is known as the Graafian follicle. It is the matured follicle in the ovary, and they are formed from the primordial follicle under the influence of FSH, which is the follicle stimulating hormone that is secreted from the anterior pituitary gland. Okay, now this layer, this follicle, Graafian follicle, has two layers. The outermost layer of this Graafian follicle is known as theca externa, okay, and the innermost layer is known as theca interna. Okay, so these are all about the Graafian follicle and its two layers. Now this mature Graafian follicle, as you can see here, this is the actual ovum. Okay, and this is basically oocyte. This is known as the oocyte, and this oocyte also has many layers around it. Now this oocyte or the ovum will be discharged from the matured Graafian follicle, and then this ovum will go near the fallopian tube and wait for the sperm to come and fertilize it. This thing you already know, but this process of discharge of the ovum, this basically takes place when this Graafian follicle ruptures. Okay, the Graafian follicle ruptures to release, to discharge the oocyte or the ovum, this one. Okay, so this part of the Graafian follicle will rupture out, and the oocyte will be discharged, and it will then go to the fallopian tube. This process of discharge of the ovum from the mature Graafian follicle by the rupture of the mature Graafian follicle is known as ovulation. So I hope you must have heard about the term ovulation. So the specific process which is known as ovulation is this one. Okay, now when this oocyte is discharged from the follicle, this follicle does not contain anything, it does not contain any oocyte. Now it will start getting filled up by cells along with coagulated blood drop. Okay, so this ruptured follicle after ovulation starts to get filled up by cells with coagulated blood, and thus it starts to transform itself into a gland which is known as corpus luteum. This is the picture of the corpus luteum, as you can see the name here. Okay, so when is the corpus luteum formed? When the Graafian follicle, from the Graafian follicle, it ruptures to discharge the ovum. That means the ovulation process takes place. This corpus luteum then transforms itself into a gland which gets filled up by cells with coagulated blood drops. Okay. So this corpus luteum is basically a temporary gland. It is not a permanent gland like all other glands. It is not permanent, it is temporary. Why is it temporary? Because if pregnancy occurs, that means if fertilization takes place, this gland, the corpus luteum, the temporary gland, it persists or stays like that for 3 to 4 months to supply estrogen and progesterone hormones to the developing embryo. Okay, so if pregnancy occurs due to fertilization, this corpus luteum will stay as it is for 3 to 4 months in order to supply progesterone and estrogen hormones, which are very much necessary during the pregnancy, and it will be supplied to the developing embryo. But if pregnancy does not occur, if fertilization did not take place, this corpus luteum will degenerate during the next menstruation and will come out along with that menstruation blood and degenerated cells. Okay, so this is all about the histological structure of ovary. Just want to show you that this is the Graafian follicle. As you can see, previously I have told you that when the follicles become matured from the stages of primordial follicle, they become more matured and they are named as the Graafian follicle. Here the spelling is wrong. The spelling is Graafian, Graafian follicle. Okay, and I have told you about the outermost layer and the innermost layer, which is theca externa outermost and theca interna innermost layer. and this one is the oocyte, as you can see here, and different layers along the oocyte are there, which I will talk about later while I discuss the mechanism of fertilization. The layers are perivitelline space, zona pellucida, corona radiata, basement membrane. All these layers are there around the ovum. Okay, so I hope the histological structure of ovary is clear to you all. In the next video I will start talking about gametogenesis.